everyone, me again. This is part 3 of my makeup organisation series. In this video we're sorting out my base products and my insane amount of lipsticks. My drawers and my drawer dividers are both from IKEA. I'll leave them both in the description box below. I hope you find this helpful. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for 2 new videos a week. Let's get started. So this is the drawer that I'm planning to put all my base products in, so my foundations, concealers, powders, blah blah blah. And this is the one that I'm actually not worried about, but just kind of unsure. So the thing about these drawer inserts from IKEA is they actually fit a little bit better in the smaller IKEA drawers at the top. But the drawers underneath, it just feels like they're not like as shallow as the actual drawer is. So I'm actually losing quite a bit of space by putting this in. So I'm thinking at the moment that I'll start just by trying it with the drawers and seeing how it looks. But if I have trouble fitting everything in here, then I might have to think of another plan. I might get some drawer dividers. To start off with, I've got this big section here at the front and I'm just going to fill that with my foundations and BB creams because I have so many, so I definitely want to put them in the bigger section. I've got the Gosh BB cream, which I absolutely love. There's a few more that I like over here, so there's the Primark My Perfect Colour foundation, another Primark foundation, this is the Velvet Finish foundation, and the Revolution Full Cover Camouflage foundation. I have a review on that. I definitely can't have these standing up, they're going to have to be lying down. Rimmel Match Perfection foundation, absolutely love this. This is another kind of fluid foundation from NYX. I'm going to put that here. Another BB cream from AOA. And 2 other foundations that I don't reach for a lot, but I just kind of keep them around in case I need them for reviews. I've got the Dermacol foundation as well. I have done a review on this, but a few people have said that this might be a fake. I'm going to look into that a little bit more, but until I figure that out, I'm just going to keep hold of this. Okay, now that I've got some foundations in here, I'm looking at this drawer and thinking my base products are not all going to fit in here because I just have so many. There's not just the foundations, I need like a section about this size for my concealers, and I need another one for my bronzers and contours, another for blush, another for highlight, but then I also have primers, I have setting powders as well. It definitely looks like the drawers will just be too shallow with these inserts, but maybe if I cut off the excess bit from the sides of the dividers, they won't hang over the edge of the drawers, and then I'll be able to use the entire depth of the drawer. Okay, so I finally cut the edges off. That did take a bit longer than I thought. You have to really kind of make sure that there's no curve left on these dividers at all, but it's fairly easy to do. It would be better if IKEA just came out with a set of dividers that perfectly fit the Alex Drawers, but there we go. Anyway, I'm going to get all my foundations back in here. I'm going to put my foundation mixers as well. This just seems like the logical place for them to go. I'm going to put primers in the compartment next to it. I really like these glowy primers from NYX and AOA. And you might recognise the L'Oreal Infallible primer as well because I feel like I talk about this on my channel a lot. Because I've cut the sides off the drawer inserts, I don't have to worry too much about stacking products like on top of each other because I know that the drawers will still shut, there's still plenty of space. I'll put concealers in this section here. We've got colour correcting sticks from Primark, Primark stick concealers, some concealers from NYX. These are really good coverage, I love them both. A white concealer that I can mix with other products that are too dark for me. A backup of one of my favourite concealers from Primark. Rimmel Lasting Finish Breathable Concealer. Not a big fan of this, but I'll hang on to it for a future video. Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. I've got the shade C2, which is a bit dark for me, and I've also got the shade Banana for colour correcting. And I've also got a colour correcting palette, which I'm going to put in here as well. I don't have a huge collection of setting powders, so I think I'm just going to put them in the same drawer as the concealers to save a bit of room. I have a Primark mineral powder, a Gosh mineral powder, Maybelline Matte Maker, this is really nice for pale skin, MUA translucent powder, and the AOA loose powder. There we go. I know you can't see them because they're right at the back of the drawer. I do think about taking these little screws out at the side and then I'd be able to pull the drawer out fully. I'm not going to do that right now, but maybe I'll do that in the future. But yeah, the powders are just all there, tucked behind these concealers. And I think I'll put my blushes and bronzers and contours in the 2 compartments here. I might put my highlighters in the drawer underneath, which is where all my lip products are going to be, because I just have a feeling that they're not going to take up an entire drawer by themselves. Anyway, let's start with my blushes. This is the 17 Shimmer Brick. There's a cream blush from Kiko, another cream blush from Kiko, cream blush from Bourjois, 2 Creme Puff blushes from Max Factor. I love these. This one here is my favourite. This is Nude Mauve. This is the blusher that goes with absolutely every makeup look, works in every season. Love this. I've got this highlighter from Primark, but on me this is definitely a blush. I love this blush from Georgia Asda and this one from Milani. This product is again technically a highlighter, but on me it's more of a blusher. It's from The Balm. It's the Snail Luminizer. Love this as well. I also really like this trio blush from Kiko. I've used this a few times on my channel. It's absolutely stunning, and this is in the shade 02 Sand. I actually don't have as many blushes as I thought I did, so I must have done a very good job when I had my declutter last year. These are the only contour products I have to put away. I think the others are in my everyday makeup drawer. There's this crayon from AOA, which is a bit light for me at the moment, but I'm really looking forward to trying it in winter. This cream contour from L'Oreal, and the contour product that every pale girl has. This is the NYX blush in Taupe. Actually, because there's so few of them, I'm going to put them with the blushes. And then there's more space for my bronzers. This one's from Topshop. This is actually a highlighter, but I use it as a bronzer, or sometimes as an eyeshadow. This is from I Heart Revolution. It's a very, very pretty product. I think it's a little bit orange, but I might like it a bit more in winter because it is quite pale. At the moment, I'm not reaching for it a lot, but that could change. I got this one when I did my AOA order. Technically a highlighter, but again on me it's a blush bronzer kind of thing. I don't know what I think about it. It's a little bit gold for me. Like on a deeper skin tone this would be an absolutely stunning highlighter, but on me it's a bit too gold to use as a bronzer or a blush, and obviously way too dark to be a highlighter. Maybe I'll hang on to it for the time being, but I might get rid of that at some point. Bourjois bronzing primer. This is a really nice one. I think it's discontinued now, but it's actually really easy to use if you're super, super pale, because it's something that you build up very, very gradually. Limited edition baked blush bronzer from Kiko. Love this. I have an MUA highlighter that I use as a bronzer. I've mentioned this a few times and I've used it on a summer makeup tutorial as well, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's in the shade Cashmere and I love it. We've got 2 massive bronzers here from Freedom and Makeup Revolution. Freedom are discontinued now, but you can still get the Revolution one. It's called Ultra Bronze. These are both really, really good for pale skin. The great thing about having cut the bit off the sides of these dividers and having that extra space is that now I can have products stood up, whereas I wouldn't have been able to do that before, otherwise the drawer wouldn't be able to close. But yeah, that's it. This is my face drawer and I'm really happy with how that's turned out. We're on to the last drawer now. I've had to change the camera setup a little bit in this one because it is the closest to the floor. But anyway, let's get on with it. I'm going to be putting my highlighters in this section and everywhere else my lip products. I have far too many highlighters, don't judge me. I've got this one from Goddess of Love. This is one of the newest ones in my collection. It is stunning. I've got a few other powder highlighters as well. This is one of the strobe lights from Revolution, really good for pale skin. This one is from Freedom. This is one I got from AliExpress. And this one is by Technic. You'll have seen this one on my channel a few times at this point. I love this one. I really like this one from Primark. This is an absolutely stunning pink shade. I have 2 from AOA. I'm not really impressed with either of them, if I'm perfectly honest. I used this one in my first impressions video, and this is one that I thought I hadn't actually arrived, but then I found it sometime later, kind of lost in the packaging. This is one of their baked highlighters, which is a little bit better than the Halo one. I'll hang on to them in case I need them for a video, but I can't see myself reaching for them a whole lot. I've also got this Essence eyeshadow that I really like as a gold highlighter. I've got some liquid highlighters. There's this one from Barry M, which is like a kind of blue colour. Not one that I reach for every day, but might be good for festivals. I obviously don't go to festivals, but I might do like a festival makeup look or something. Revolution liquid highlighter in Starlight. Reveal concentrated luminizing drops, absolutely gorgeous. I've also got some stick highlighters as well. I have two from Primark, which I really like. This one is a bit more pink and this one is more of a champagne. I also have the Benefit What's Up, which is a little bit dark for me to use as a highlight, but I like to put it on top of liquid bronzers. For someone who doesn't wear lip liner, I seem to have a crap ton of lip liner, especially this one from Primark in dark pink. This is my favourite lip liner. Next, I'm going to put my favourite lip products for kind of everyday purposes in the compartment over there. Obviously there are some lipsticks in my everyday makeup drawer, but there are definitely a lot of lip products in my collection that I would happily wear on an everyday basis. So I'll have them just so that I can reach for them if I want a bit of variety. This will obviously vary depending on the time of year, but for the most part, my go-to lip colour is basically a kind of mid-pink-ish brown colour. Usually it's something quite sheer. I really like this one from NYX. This is in the shade 565. Absolutely beautiful, love that. I also really like this one from Revolution. This is in the shade Greatest. These are the kind of colours that I will tend to reach for, you know, something like a bit pink but still a little bit darker than a nude. Or something like this one from Tanya Burr. That's one of the more warmer shades that I will reach for in the summer months. Before this, I used to have some lip stands in here and they looked really nice, but this is so much easier when I just want to like have a rummage and just look through my whole collection really quickly. What I might do actually is just move the lip crayons here with the lip liners, and then there's a bit more space. And I think for my remaining lipsticks, I will put the cool toned ones in that bit, so like the pinks and the violets and that kind of thing, and then in the one right at the end I'll put my warmer colours and my red tones and that kind of thing. I'm still absolutely obsessed with these glitter lip glosses, by the way. This one is from Stila, this is in the shade Transcend, and this one is from AOA. Absolutely beautiful. And that is it for my final drawer. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of relieved. Organising these has been a bit of a process. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Give this a thumbs up if you're enjoying my organisation series, and subscribe if you're new around here. I'll see you again very soon. Bye!